Hello everyone, welcome to Study Time. In this video, we are going to see Class 4 English, Unit 3, Chapter 6, Nazaruddin's Aim, Textbook Solutions and Explanations. Nazaruddin's Aim. One day, Nazaruddin was chatting with his friends. He began to boast. No one can match my skill in archery. I sting the bow, take an aim and shoot an arrow. The arrow is sure to hit bang on the target. Hearing this, one of his friends immediately brought a bow and some arrows. So what one day Nazaruddin did was, he was chatting with his friends. He started to talk about himself. So he shared his archery skill. So hearing this boasting, one of his friends immediately brought a bow and arrows. Giving them to Nazaruddin, he said, "Here, Nazaruddin, take this bow and arrows." Then, pointing towards a target, he said, "Aim at that target and shoot an arrow." So, their friends asked him to shoot an arrow. Nazaruddin held the bow in his hands, strung it, aimed at the target, and shot an arrow. The arrow didn't hit the target. Instead, it fell down somewhere in the middle. So, first time he did not hit the target. So, what his friends did was, his friends started laughing. They said, "Hey Nazaruddin, is this your best aim?" So, Nazaruddin is replying, "Oh no, not at all," said Nazaruddin, defending himself. "This wasn't my aim, it was Azad's aim. I just showed you how the Azad shots an arrow." So he says that it is not his aim. Saying this, Nazaruddin picked up another arrow. Once again, he stuck the bow, aimed at the target, and shot the arrow. This time, the arrow fell a little further than where it had fallen before. So second time also he is trying to hit the target. Again he missed. But it certainly didn't hit the target. They asked Nazaruddin, "And this must be how you shot an arrow?" He says, "Of course not. Even this aim was not mine. It was the chief god's aim." Now somebody remarked, "Well, now who's next on the list?" So second time he said that it was not his aim. He said it was his chief god's aim. Hearing this, all the friends burst out laughing. So his friends started laughing. Nazaruddin didn't say a word. He quietly picked up one more arrow, and this time Nazaruddin was very lucky. The arrow hit bang on the target. Everybody stared at Nazaruddin, their mouths agape in amazement. Before anyone could say anything, Nazaruddin said triumphantly, "Did you see that? It was my aim." So first time he did not accept that it was his aim. Second time also he did not accept as it didn't hit the target. Third time he hit the target and he accepted that it was his aim. So this is the story of Nazaruddin's aim. Next we are going to see new words. First one is chatting. What is chatting? To talk in a friendly way. Example sentence would be, "I was chatting with my friend." "I was chatting with my relatives." You can write any sentence. Next, archery. What is this skill? Shooting with a bow and an arrow. Sample sentences: "I took part in archery competition." Next, string. What is string? A thread that can be twisted. Sample sentences: "The string of my bag is brown color." Target. What is target? The aim of an attack. So example sentences: "It was a very tough target. Next, defending. What is defending? To protect from harm or danger. Example sentences: my mother was defending my sister from dog. Amazement, a feeling of great surprise or wonder. She answered the question in amazement. This is the sample sentence for amazement. Triumphantly, having achieved victory. She shouted triumphantly after winning the competition or match. Next, question and answers. What did Nazruddin boast about? Boasting means he started to tell about himself. So what did Nazruddin boast about? Nazruddin boasted about his skill in archery. Why did Nazruddin take someone else's name each time he missed the target? This is the second question. Nazruddin did so to defend himself. He did not want to show his failure in a skill in archery, so he took someone else's name each time he missed the target. So he don't want to admit his mistake, so he took someone else's name each time when he missed the target. Third question. Why did Nazruddin say it was my aim the third time? Answer. Nazruddin was lucky in his third attempt. He successfully hit the target, so he said it was my aim. Do you think Nazruddin was good at archery? No, I don't think Nazruddin was good at archery. He only boasted about it before his friends. So what do you think? Why do you think so? Because if he is good, he would have hit the target in the first attempt. Next, Nazruddin Hoja. One day, the king forced Nazruddin Hoja to go on a hunt with him. While the hunting party returned in the evening, he said, "It was wonderful. How did the hunt go?" Nazruddin said, the king asked, "Did you kill any animal?" Nazruddin said, "No." The king asked, "Did you chase any animal?" Nazruddin said, "No." Again he asked, "Did you see any animal?" Nazruddin said, "No." "Then why do you say the hunt was wonderful?" Nazruddin said, "Oh my dear, when you go to hunt such dangerous animal, it is always marvelous not to come across any." So he is making fun, because if he sees or crosses any animal, obviously he need to defend from those animals. So he says it is always wonderful and good not to cross any animal. Next, be a Nazruddin Hoja yourself. See, this old woman fell down. This boy is asking, "Are you hurt?" So have you come across this situation where some elder people fell down, or when they need help, what you have done if your grandmother slept? So have you come across any situation as such? So what would you do? Either you would help them, or you would give some water, or you would guide them to reach their places. You can write your answers. Next, word building. Shoot the arrow and hit the target by matching the words with their correct meanings. Left side few words are given. You are going to match the correct meanings which is on the right side. Chatting, informal talk. Amazement, greatly surprised. Archery, shooting with bow and arrow. Defending, protecting from attack. Target, the goal intended to be hit. Triumphantly, happy and proud. Replace the bold word or words with the word from the quiver and rewrite the sentences. See here. From this, making use of these words, you have to replace the words given in bold. We'll see. In no time, she hit the object she aimed at. So instead of aimed at, you are going to write hit the target. In no time, she hits the target. Instead of aimed at, you are going to write target. Nazruddin was surely not a good archer. Nazruddin was certainly not a good teacher or archer. So instead of surely, you have to write certainly. The teacher said something about his good handwriting. He felt very happy. Instead of said something, you have to write remarked on. The teacher remarked on his good handwriting. He felt very happy. Next, let's write. This is a picture of Rahul Gupta. Using the clues given, write a paragraph about him in your notebook. See here, the clues are Indian, cricket, 8 hours, practices, eat healthy food, runs 2 kilometers every day, batsman. So using this clues, you can write your own sentences. I have given an example. You can try your own sentences. I have written like this is Rahul Gupta. He is an Indian. He plays cricket very well. His aim is to become a part of Indian cricket team. He practices cricket over 8 hours daily. He is known to be a very good batsman among his friends. He also takes great care of his health. He eats healthy food like milk, eggs and meat. He exercises daily and also runs 2 kilometers every day to stay fit and fine. Next, this is Rajiv's family. They are a healthy family. See what each one does to remain healthy. See, the father is lifting weights. Mother is doing yoga. Sita is skipping. Grandpa is walking. Grandma is drinking milk or any juice. Raju is jogging. So what you kids do to make yourself healthy, you can also include that here. Use the words and or but and make as many sentences as you can about Rajiv's family. See, example sentence are Grandpa and Grandma get up early in the morning. Grandpa is walking but Rajiv is jogging. Father and mother do exercises to remain fit and healthy. Father is lifting weights but mother is doing yoga. Rahul is jogging and Sita is skipping. Grandpa is walking but grandma is drinking milk. So you have to use the words and but. Next, fun time. Watch the arrow pierce the apple. Would you like to see the arrow piercing the red apple? Bring the page close to your face, touch the star with your nose and then look at the picture. So you can bring the page close to your face, touch that star. See here, the star is given, is it? You have to touch this star with your nose and then look at the picture. You can write what you see. Next, let's play. Fill in the grid with the words given below. You can use one word more than once. Here few words are given. Stick, bat, ball, 11, table, racket, ball, stadium, football, 2 to 4, ground. Here they have given. You can fill this table. Name of the game is cricket. What you play with is bat, ball. Where you play it? Stadium. Number of players 11. Same way for hockey, you need stick and ball. You have to play it in the ground. Number of players is 16. For table tennis, what you play with is racket and ball. Where you play it? Table. 2 to 4 members can play that game. Next game is football. Where you play that game in ground. What you play with? So you have to use football. How many players? 11. Using the information in the grid, write a sentence about each game. One has been done for you. Cricket is an outdoor game. We can play it with a bat and ball. There are 11 players in this game. Next, you can start writing for other games. Hockey is an outdoor game. We can play it with a stick and ball. There are 11 players in this game. Table tennis is an indoor game. We play it by using a table, racket and a ball. There are 2 to 4 players in this game. Next game is football. Football is an outdoor game. We play it with a football. There are 11 players in this game. Next, the following words are used in various sports. List them under the sports that they are used in. Googly, goal, LBW, penalty, free kick, penalty corner. Some words may be used in more than one game. So in hockey we use free kick, penalty corner. In cricket it is googly, LBW. Football, goal, penalty. Next, so this is a craft. You can use an old tennis ball which has lost its bounce to make the head of a puppet. Here you are going to make a puppet using this ball and this needle. Look at the picture carefully and you will see how she works. So you need a tennis ball, needle, wool, colored cloth. Start with the head. Make a small hole in the ball and push along. Thick knitting needle which is about size 3 into it. The needle goes in on one side and right across inside the ball to touch the opposite side. So you're going to insert like this. The hole needs to be very small so that it is difficult to push the needle in. In this way it will fit tightly and remain firm when you play with your puppet. So the hole should be small, otherwise it will come out. Now cut the thick top of an old nylon sock and stretch it tightly round the ball, sewing it together down the back. Take some colored wool and stick on the ball. Make plaits. Paint the eyes and lips on the ball. Cut 2 holes in the colored cloth to put in your fingers. See, this is how it looks. Hold the needle in your hand to hold your puppet. So here is a final puppet. Write 2 sentences on your puppet. I have a lovely puppet. It dances beautifully in the puppet show. So this is a craft. Please try making it. It is very fun and you can play with it easily. You can also gift someone. So chapter 6 Nazaruddin ends here. Hope this video is useful and understanding. Thanks for watching.